Afghan President Ashraf Ghani reportedly fled Kabul with $169 million in cash.
This post received a score of 35,000, with an upvote ratio of 76%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Traced this back. The info comes from the Russian embassy in Afghanistan. Repeated by an Afghan diplomat in Tajikistan who hates Ghani. Then tweeted by a BBC reporter. Finally repeated by Yahoo! Up. When asked for evidence, the Russian spokesman said, "Well, we are here.
Thank you for taking the time to find that out. You're an absolute gem."
By the way, $169.000.000 USD weigh around 1.690 kilograms in $100 bills.
Gee. I wonder where all of the Afghan army's salaries disappeared to.
Salaries, equipment, food. If you ask any of these 300k Afghan soldiers why they surrendered to 85k Talibans, they'll tell you that they don't even have enough bullets.
This is true. There are many instances where commandos fought until the end, even when rest of ANA surrendered literally until they ran out of bullets. Then they surrendered to Taliban who killed them or gave amnesty. If Afghan government was competent, Taliban would be gone in weeks. By that I mean Taliban would eventually cease to exist. With a competent Afghan government there would not be as much dissent towards Ghani Gov and lack of support for Taliban movement. All the tribal elders negotiated a surrender BC. They did not wish to live under Ghani government and fight for corrupt Ghani government.
Afghan President Ashraf Ghani reportedly fled Kabul with $169 million in cash. Kind of a representation of the state Afghanistan was in and why a lot of people supported the Taliban.
Greater than kind of a representation of the state Afghanistan was in and why a lot of people supported the Taliban. I read an interesting Twitter thread last night about how when the Taliban came to power in the 90s, it was seen as a big improvement for many people, because although their punishments were extreme, they were applied fairly and predictably. There had been years of widespread corruption that totally eroded faith in the rule of law, so even something as extreme as the Taliban felt better for many people than living under a kleptocracy. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a repeat of that moving forward.
Same with ISIS, it was strict and harsh, but it was consistent. There are reports of shopkeepers saying they finally felt like they could leave their storefront to go pray because they knew no one was going to steal with ISIS watching. They weren't happy with ISIS, but they also weren't so upset they were going to fight them. You know a system is fucked when people are okay with ISIS or the Taliban running the show instead.
I had a great Lebanese uncle that I'll never forget. When we invaded Iraq, he said, "You may find this hard to understand, but a lot of people are happy with their lives there."
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.